What's up, you fucking Uncle Fuckers? We're back. We got a big review. I don't know what the fuck. It's.
Try again.
What's up, you Uncle Fuckers? We're back and we got the USA versus El Salvador reactions.
Yes, sir. USA got a 1-0 win against El Salvador.
Big win for the USA.
Yeah, the USA. We need these qualifier wins.
Had to have those 3 points.
For sure. Against El Salvador at home in Columbus. We should be winning that game.
And we did.
Yeah. 1-0.
Not as comfortable as I'd have liked.
I'm not necessarily happy with that. I feel like we played well, though. We didn't play bad.
Yeah, it was a decent performance.
They played well. There wasn't too many chances for El Salvador. I felt like we were structured very well from the beginning. It seemed like, at least. I liked watching the midfield, seeing that midfield of Tyler Adams, McKinney, and Musa. It's really good midfield.
I like to see Tyler Adams sit back in that 6 role and let McKinney and Musa bomb forward and then help on the defense if they can.
I loved seeing McKinney, the way he was playing that first half especially. First half for McKinney was outstanding. I honestly, I tweeted something saying he looks like prime Javi out there on the field. He's literally he's dribbling, he's doing things. He does things for America, and I guess you could say it's because he's more confident and he's more depended on than at Juventus, but he's trying crazy things that I don't see at Juventus necessarily. He's going for that crazy pass, that final pass, or
because he knows
dribble moves.
He's got security in his place in that U.S. team, whereas in Juve, he's been playing really, really great over these last 2-3 months. He's completely revitalized his Juve career under Allegri. But, it's up to him to continue to be playing well and playing on form for the U.S. too.
Yeah, it was really good performance by him. The whole midfield, honestly. I feel like Musa was lacking a little bit overall in the game. I feel like I could have seen more of him. He was not as explosive as I wanted him to be, but it wasn't a bad game.
He did okay, but honestly, I really think that with the team that you're going up against, El Salvador, you have to have some of those big game players play well, and that's really what we saw with McKinney. We'll cut it right there.
I got it. Backline, though, the backline I felt played really well. I know it was El Salvador again, not the type of opponent you really want to see how good your backline is against. Desto playing good, getting upfield, dribbling, passing, playing well. I love seeing him on the right.
Thomas Robinson on the left. Ain't no joke, man.
What a goal. He had 2 or 3 shots. Really crazy shots that he could have scored, and he scored on one of them, and a really good goal.
Really good from him. I mean, obviously, like you said, we had a good performance. 0 shots on target, so that's always going to be a good result for your defense. Clean sheet. But
it is El Salvador, and that's not who we want to see our teams test. That's not who I'm going to say. It wasn't a big test for the back line, is what I will say.
They've only scored 4 goals in all of the qualifiers so far.
So
you see the competition they're going up against. But I think, like I said before, you really rely on some of your big-name players to play well, and kind of a letdown game from Pulisic. He didn't have to have a really big game, but he didn't have a good game.
He didn't have a good game. I felt like he was trying, though. And and that's what I love to see.
A little bit too much sometimes.
And you're right. He was trying a little bit too much, but I love to see. I'd rather him get involved. I love seeing him involved, trying, doing stuff. Yeah, he got taken off at the 65th, 70th minute. We were up 1-0. I don't think Berhalter was taking him off because he was playing bad. I think it was just
more of a tactical move.
Yeah, we're up 1-0. It is El Salvador. We should be able to see out this game. I wanted more from him, if I'm being honest. I think Tim Weah played great again.
Another really good performance. He's really
quality performances for the USA.
But one area that we did get let down was that center forward striker role. And you can kind of see that Pulisic was trying different things and trying new things because our center forward isn't the best one that we have available. We have Pepe, we have Piffolk. We have other players that should be in this 11, but for whatever reason, Berhalter didn't choose them. So
he put Pereira in there as a center forward, as more of a false 9, I guess you could say, not a orthodox number 9. He had good chances, though. I will give him credit. He had good chances. He had good movement, put himself in positions to score. good dribbling moves in the box, in and around the box. He's really good with his feet. That was actually the first time I ever seen him play, if I'm being real honest. There was one or two chances that I felt he should have scored, though.
Yeah. He probably could have played better if he really wanted to cement his place in that 11, but...
But, I mean,
he got picked for a reason.
Yeah. It's El Salvador. It's his first, I think it was his first game for the USA. It's not bad. It was a good performance. It was a decent performance, I felt like, especially for a young guy. He's only like 19 or something.
Yeah, he's young. But, like I said, I like to see a little bit more of the experienced player. Pitfolk, I really like him. He's doing bits for young boys.
Yeah.
And then
understanding why he's not in our team, I couldn't.
I'll never understand.
I can't understand. He is, in my opinion, our best pure number 9 we have available right now. And
that'd be maybe eventually.
Eventually, maybe in a few months. Maybe here sooner than later.
Maybe at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Maybe
it's
he has
in a few months. But right now, like, on form, like, I see PFOC doing so well. And, yeah, Pepe just got his big move to Augsburg. Relegation side, we don't know what's going to go on with them. So, hopefully they can stay up.
Hopefully he keeps them up and plays well enough.
Yeah.
Like we said, hopefully he plays well enough to have that first spot in Qatar. So
yeah, that's what he wants. And he's trying to...
Yeah,
he's trying to secure that down with these qualifiers. I think he'll start versus Canada.
I think so too. I think this is not the biggest game of our 3 games this break.
No, it's definitely Sunday against Canada.
The next game against Canada, like you said, is a crazy important game because there's 1 point that splits first and second, and then 1 point that splits second and third. So we had to have this win against El Salvador, but we also have to have a win against Canada.
If we are going to get a win against Canada, we are definitely going to have to be a little bit more convincing in the final third.
We have to be more clinical for sure.
Overall, the team played well. I feel like the team performance could do well against Canada. We did well, but in the final third, just some of the chances and the final ball and everything, we were definitely lacking. We just need a little bit more of that in the final third. Zimmerman and Richards, center back pairing, played well. I thought Zimmerman actually was playing some really good balls, really good passer from center back, honestly.
Hit a good game.
Richards playing well, too. Matt Turner with the start. My boy Zach Steffen got injured.
You know what, though? I don't think I can root for Matt Turner anymore.
He's gone to Arsenal.
That
boy Matt Turner has gone to Arsenal.
And I get it. Like, obviously, it's a huge step up from where he was in playing in the MLS, but to go to a backup role, I mean, I hate seeing both of our goalies be backups.
There's one thing I will never understand is why you're saying that is the fact that if you're a goalie, right, and you want to start on your national team, I feel like the best way to do that is to be somewhere where you're getting consistent game time and consistent game performance. Even though Steffen is at Man City, and I will always root for Man City and Zach Steffen, but Matt Turner, when he was at New England, he's playing week in and week out, proving himself. Yes, it's the MLS, but he's playing week in and week out. He's getting game time. Zach Steffen doesn't get consistent game time.
Right.
So I feel like with the goalie,
you
want a goalie on form, in a rhythm, and having some... You know
confidence.
What I mean? Yeah, having some you know what I mean? You're throwing in Zach Steffen a lot when he's just going in after being backup for Man City. And I feel like Matt Turner's just kind of doing the same thing with Arsenal. He's not going to start over Ramsdale. Ramsdale's having a hell of a season. He's probably not going to go out on loan. They're selling Leno, so he is going to be their backup.
Yeah.
It just really sucks to see. You want more. I want more of them, even if they're not in the Premier League playing at a bigger club. I want them
go to Serie A.
Go somewhere where you can get some game time. And I'm not advocating for staying in the MLS. Never will I ever do that for any American player ever. Get out of there as soon as you can. But
as soon as you're good enough.
As soon as you're good enough, get out of there. But don't go somewhere
to sit on the bench.
Yeah, it's just like, especially when you want a starting role for your national team.
And it's not a guaranteed starting role. Like for McKinney,
no, it's not.
He's not guaranteed a starting role every week, but at Juve, he is developing into a player that the U.S. relies on so much.
He's getting consistent game time at Juve, and Juventus is a big club, and that's really impressive. And that's probably like the best example we can get when it comes to like players starting and everything.
Right.
But Matt Turner, he is a goalie, and you want your goal. What the fuck are you doing, bro?
He's battling for that spot.
You want your goalie to have confidence, like he said, to be a starter. I want one of our goalies to be a starter somewhere, even if it's on, maybe it's a shitty team. I don't know. I don't care.
At least he's the starter.
A starter somewhere where you're playing consistently, especially in goal. Overall, though, 1-0. It's El Salvador. We should be winning. Like we said, we expected more.
Glad we picked up the 3 points at the end of the day, really.
Yeah, we're going to need to be more clinical against Canada.
Mexico
100%.
and Canada both won. So if we would have dropped points, we would have dropped to third.
Yeah.
And that is not where we want to be. We want to be at the top of the group.
Yeah.
Because
without a doubt, we should be at the top of the group. That's what I don't know if... I expect that. That's what I want. That's what with these group of players, with the talent we have, comparing to everybody else in CONCACAF, when it comes to the full squad, we have the biggest name players.
And I think we have the biggest squad.
Yeah, I do too. I think that as well. We need to get first. And this Mexico yesterday, credit to them, came back from 1-0 down in like the 80th minute to win 2-1. Putting more pressure on USA. Canada getting their win 2-0.
Even without Alphonso Davies, they're still a good team.
They're still a good team.
So hopefully we can see Weah attack that left side. Well, his right. The defense's left side. Hopefully we can see him attack that left side where they don't have Davies, but they're still a good team, like we said. But hopefully we can see them start to take over and really play their game against Canada.
We're going to have to. It all comes down to we need to be able to finish those chances. And I will say, I'm not trying to discredit Pereira here, but some of those chances I felt like a true center forward. Maybe Pepe doesn't miss. But I'm not going to say that for sure because we never know. You never know for 100%. Maybe he fucking misses just as bad.
2-yard sitters. All the people miss 2-yard sitters.
It happens. But I will say he was in the right spot to get a chance. I feel we're just going to have to be more clinical in the final third. I expect more. I hope Berhalter
realizes that too.
Yeah, gets it together, and I hope he actually finds a goalie that he's going to stick with instead of switching back and forth between now two backup goalies. Yeah. Two backup goalies that you're switching back and forth from. So not only are they backups, but you're switching back and forth. So that's not helping your back line or the rest of the team at all.
There's no cohesion. There's no chemistry with those players. You have Zach Steffen that may tell some of the players to do slightly different things than Matt Turner, and we haven't really seen a second choice goalie for their professional club in the World Cup starting since maybe Romero when he was on the bench for United, but he still was the Argentina #1. But that's not
Ospina
common.
When he was at Arsenal.
At Arsenal, maybe.
He was the backup, and he started for Colombia.
But it's not a very common thing. So like we said, we want to see our players getting those first-team opportunities no matter where they go.
That's the main thing, is players getting the first-team opportunities, getting game time. 1-0, take it. Canada on Sunday. I expect at least a draw.
Minimum.
Last thing we're going to address, AFCON. We didn't get to it last video. We're just going to dabble in a little bit this time.
We fucked up.
My Cote d'Ivoire is out. They lost. I don't know how, but they lost on penalties. Eric Bailly is fucking mupping over here. And
he did a no-look.
What the fuck is wrong with
penalty
him? And
to lose the game. He said, whoa. And it went that way. Yeah. He didn't fucking make it because he did a no-look. But, like he said, my Niger boys are out too.
Yeah,
Nigeria's out. I'm fucking pissed. I was really pulling for them, really thinking that they were going to do well, but they just couldn't get it done.
And given the teams that are left, I would have to say if we were going to pick a winner, you have Senegal, obviously, but I'm going to go, and I feel like Senegal is the easy answer, and I feel like part of me is picking this because it's not the #1 answer is Big Cameroon.
Big C's,
Big
baby.
Cameroon.
Taking it off.
The refs are playing in their favor, cheating for them. They are playing decently as well.
They're getting every call.
AFCON is absolutely insane.
AFCON is the tournament to watch, guys. Like, you have to watch. So, like we said,
check it out.
We're choosing Cameroon, so
Cameroon.
Hopefully they can win it.
Yeah. All right.
That's all we got. Like we said a million times, Sunday, we've got USA versus Canada. We'll make sure to let you guys know what happens. Give us our reactions.
We'll keep you up with AFCON.
Let you know. Here's your meme.
Yep.
Enjoy your day.